Phamous, and you can see the two things that we're forking are basically up there with the big dogs. They are the big dogs. So just
That's amazing.
Yeah, and GMX has only been around for about a year, right? So it's actually very impressive for it to be accumulating that much fees in the bear market, right? It's it's only a third of what Uniswap is generating basically, and Uniswap's been around for 4 years, right? Since late 2018, 2019, something like that, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It's just amazing. It's been around. I can't believe I've been in crypto so long.
I know, right? It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, these things they generate plenty of fees. They're extremely useful tools. This is something to consider when you are, kind of taking into account what, things could look like on Pulse Chain, right? Because GMX isn't on a layer 1. GMX will be on, or Phamous will be on a layer 1. And it will kind of basically be monopolizing the lending and the leverage space with a range of different currencies and not just one or anything like that. So something to keep in mind.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good thing that he's brought up there. And what we've done with fiat and Fame, they're different than normal crypto that you're used to. Most of crypto it works in a greater fool's game where you need somebody else to come and pay a higher price than you do, which is why you create an avatar token with no market cap, and then you go and you buy some from yourself, and pump it up to create a fake history that everybody goes, oh, look, this thing's going up, and then they go buy it, and then you wait till that starts to slow down, and then you just sell all of your stuff. That's the recipe, right, for pumping up crypto. That's not super useful. Like, that doesn't really help the world. It's basically just one group of scammers taking money from sheep, and then they just do it again every week, right? I call it scam coin of the week.
Yeah, I gotta say, Buck, I was writing articles for eFlend when they were doing their ICO.
Nice.
And I met their marketing team in Portugal. We were at a Steam Fest for Steemit. And it was just, my wife's the one who met the guys, and she brought them over and said, hey, Randy, these guys want to talk to you. And they asked me to write the articles. So I feel privileged to know that I helped the original, which is now Aave. Yep. And I'm helping you guys before pre-launch. This is so cool, man. I might be forgotten in crypto history. Yeah, I might be forgotten in crypto history, but dude, I'm here.
It's pretty amazing. And Aave, for those that don't know, is probably one of the best performing cryptos in crypto history, and it has terrible tokenomics, in my opinion. It doesn't have the same fee mechanism, sharing mechanism that fiat does. Yeah. But I mean, massive respect
or revenue sharing.
Massive respect to those guys. What they built is amazing, and I think it literally is one of the it's up there with Hex in terms of ROI. And it started with 16 million, I think. I wasn't actually on the team, but I wrote the articles, and that was my first 10x. 10x for an ICO. Did you sell?
Of course. You're talking about weak-handed Randy, man. Back then, I had weak hands.
Back then, 10x was like candy. Man.
I was a trader. Back then, I was trading, and now I'm a staker. So there's an evolution in crypto, and once you learn the staking game and the LP game and all that, you're like, shit, I'm not trading anymore. I'm not losing my coins. I'm keeping this stuff.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's much easier just to find things that you think are good and likely to stay good, and just close your eyes and forget about it for a few years.
Yeah, and learn how to earn yield.
Yeah. Well, that's another one. So, yeah, I think fundamentally these guys don't have fundamental value in their avatar type tokens, right? So, what's really cool about these tokens, and this is why I think GMX is doing so well in a really bad market, is that there's actual cash flows underpinning the token's value. So every time somebody trades, that's a fee going to that token. It's just like every time you buy equity on a stock exchange, you pay a little bit of a fee to E-Trade or Active Brokers. This thing's basically doing the same thing. And when you have that, it's actually hard for your token to dump, right? Because people are going to be attracted to that token just to earn the fees. So
I totally agree.
that makes it a lot different than what you're used to. And I think in the next cycle, people are going to be more picky about these things as well. They're gonna start to expect these kind of tokenomics.
And you're not going to need to chase super high APYs either. I mean, if we're earning, say, you have 10 different tokens, one of them or like 5 of them earn 20% APY, one's pulling out 30 something APY like Hex does. And on top of that, Hex, you're getting your Hedron shit. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't even know what that bumps our percentages up to, but I'm sure it's pretty high. And then you got all these like ICOSA and staking fiat, fame, and liquid loans, whatever, all these different things. It's just gonna. I don't know why anybody would sell their tokens. It's just money printers everywhere. I've never had that before until Hex came along.
Sure. And think about it too. So there's positive operating leverage as well. So when those tokens go up and you're earning fees in those tokens, that's increasing your return, if you will, and it's increasing the prospective value of the token itself. So you're kind of at an interesting point where markets are probably close to their bottom, or if they haven't already reached it. And you're now looking at a world where you can get in at really low valuations to things. And this is the time to really set your portfolio up for the next cycle.